women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Eggs, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing there drowning.
It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Eggs, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing there drowning.
It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
X, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all coming through. I got home a little bit earlier, so I'm gonna get in Birdman. What it do? What it do? Up off net. What'd you say, Link? I was gonna start at 8:30. What's up, Seven Deuce? No, I meant wait. WEIGHT. Why don't you ask me why did I use wait? Oh man. Motherfucker don't know it. Oh, excuse me. I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist, man. You know what I mean? Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys coming through. And without further ado, the gentleman, Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Hawthorne. Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Hawthorne, thank you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Awesome job. Awesome job. Yeah, man. I love you, dude. Yeah, man. That's his recital song for Sunday. He has a recital Sunday. But yeah, man, I was gonna start at 8:30, but I got home a little earlier than I anticipated. So we might as well go from 8 to 10. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So where we at with this, man? There's a lot going on. I'll tell you how my day began, and it'll take us to tonight where I'm at right now. I dropped the kids off, and I went to go charge the car, and then I went to go check out a new gym that I may be attending, but end up I'm not going. And coincidentally, there was a show on Anton Daniels had a show with oh my gosh, Shanquilla Robinson's father on, and it was heart-wrenching. And I've been intentionally ignoring this topic because it's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming, man. And when you see a defense, I saw like 10 seconds of the video twice on Instagram. You know, when you see it, you just zoom by it because you don't want to see it. That's what I did. And I ignored it, and because I didn't want to deal with the internal trauma that it comes with. And in the interview, Mr. Robinson, her father, said that no one has reached out. No one has reached out. And I thought that was heart-wrenching, because here we are coming off of millions of people in the streets, George Floyd, and he said not even the NAACP have reached out. No one famous have reached out. Nothing. I know Kyrie Irving donated money. But he said he's not in charge of the GoFundMe. So he said he don't want money. He asked that we reach out to help him get what he needed out of Mexico. And that's when I thought of to call Maxine Waters today. And I actually recorded it because I wanted to inspire and encourage people to do what they can. You know, not everyone can donate money. Not everyone can, make financial contributions. But what we can do is pick up our iPhone. We can definitely pick up our iPhone and call our local politicians to tell them that there are concerned citizens that care about the well-being of Miss Robinson. And that led me down this spiral, man, like this angry spiral. I've literally been angry all day. I'm just going to sit here and tell you, I've been angry all goddamn day, like inside, not like physically angry, not like not demonstratively angry, but just mentally angry, because Black Lives Matter raised $90 million. Everyone's an activist online. Everyone is an activist. Everyone's an activist online. Everyone has a YouTube channel. Everyone's a leader. Everyone that has a YouTube channel is a leader, and I was just angry, man, because here we are in 2022, a Black woman gets murdered, and it is now making its way. It's now even more bigger than what it was to begin with. But I haven't seen the outpour from like the quote unquote celebrities that we have that y'all call leaders, what else? But it's been real quiet. And then it led me down to some thoughts, and I did a video on it. I did a video on it earlier, and it's the picture of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And I titled I said, we got too many baby mamas as leaders on YouTube and social media, leading other baby mamas. I mean, baby daddies. We got too many baby daddies as leaders in this YouTube space, and it's just it's just disheartening when we only move. We don't move at mass numbers because of it's important to us. We move when it becomes a fame type of thing. Benjamin Crump is silent, probably because he can't profit off of this. It shouldn't be about money. It should be about, hey, A black woman was murdered in Mexico, and black people should be there to protect them, to protect her. That's what this conversation should be about. And I just went down a mental spiral. I just started spiraling out of control, right? And I was thinking about how on Thanksgiving, right? People stand in line to get turkeys from the gangbangers. People stand in line to get turkeys from drug dealers. Bumpy Johnson, oh, he was a great man. Oh, he gave so much to the community, but he killed more people. I mean, or I love black women. You know what I mean? But in our community, you can pimp black women. It's cool to pimp black women. It's cool to pimp women. It's cool to sell drugs. It's cool to be a gang member. That's the coolest shit ever. There is no resistance in the black community for debauchery. There's no resistance. Name anything about debauchery outside of murdering somebody. Think of anything. And it's cool in the black community to do. Think of it. A gangbanger, rob, steal, kill, rape, pimp, sell drugs. Hey, I'm a gang member, man. What's up, cuz? What's up, blood? I just sit here. They get free passes through the black community. And I was just so angry today. Like, I'm sitting there like, this black daughter was murdered by 6 black people, and no one, Fred, you always pimp any situation. It's only black people involved, you stupid motherfucker. Go somewhere else. It's 7 black people involved. The father, 8 black people, the victim, and 6 black people. This is a black problem. So, and this is the problem. We always comparing black problems to white problems. Who has who ultimately believes if we illuminate white people's problems that they're going to change? I don't know why we think marching and voting is the solution. No, it's not the solution. I'm going to stand firm on what I have a vested interest in the bullshit in the black community. I don't have a vested interest in the bullshit in the white community. You guys should go watch white YouTubers. That's what you should do. And tell them to change their ways. Tell them to give a black person their position. Shit, don't come to me because I'm not changing. Never, ever will I change. I'm going to stay on these topics. And if you feel uncomfortable about it, fuck you. I don't give a flying fuck. If you want to be pandered, you can go anywhere else on YouTube and get pandered to. You can go anywhere on YouTube and get pandered to. The black woman is God. Well, Miss Robinson was murdered. And the father said no one has reached out. He's done everything on his own. So far as calling the mortuary in Mexico, paying for the body to get shipped over. BLM didn't come. NAACP didn't come. Nation of Islam didn't come. Your local Christian church didn't come. TD Jakes didn't come. Because they wasn't killed by a white man. That's the problem. Because those same 6 motherfuckers that killed them is a resemblance of these same 6 motherfuckers that are in Harlem, that are in Memphis, LA, Chicago. Same motherfuckers. Same type motherfuckers. And because there is no resistance. There is no resistance for debauchery in the black community. There is no resistance. This motherfucker, what's that nigga name? I mean, you could be an all-time great drug dealer. You could be an all-time great drug dealer in the black community. And niggas call you the GOAT, the boss. The what? Huh? I don't get it. Bumpy Johnson. See, I did a lot of research. You guys know already. And so I watched a lot of Bumpy Johnson's. I listened to his wife talk and people talk about him because I just needed. Maybe they'll say something about Malcolm X, something that I don't know already, right? And if you go back and watching to those first person accounts of Bumpy Johnson, oh, he was good for the community. I am so fucking confused. How was he good for the community? Because you were afraid? Because you were a coward? Bumpy Johnson is the reason why those white motherfuckers are going to Harlem. Yeah. What comes with drugs? Jesus or crime? Prostitution, pimping, drug dealing, gang banging, graffiti. That comes with Bumpy Johnson. And black people made him out to be some saint because they hit the numbers once or twice. And I'm tired of it, man. I sat at the charging station just bawling my eyes out today, man. Literally crying my eyes out like this 25-year-old girl is dead. Excuse me, woman is dead. And she was murdered by 6 black people. And the black father has to live the rest of his life without his 25-year-old daughter. Why don't we go ask the white people? Why is there no white Crips? Why do white people, if they want debauchery, they got to join black gangs? How come black people don't join white gangs? I'm talking about street gangs. All right, I don't for you weak ass intellectual motherfuckers. I don't get it. They come to the black community to put graffiti up and be a gang member. Oh yeah, he cool, man. He grew up around a whole lot of black people, man. Yeah, he cool. Yeah, man, he gets invited to the barbecue. I'm just fed up with this shit, man. I'm just I thank God. The best thing I can do is make sure Lincoln and Kennedy don't need a leader. That's the best thing. I'm so happy that they don't need no leader. Nah, they don't need no leader. They got one. I just oh my God. This dad can't sleep at night, man. All you got to do is Google the story. Just Google the story. It's heart-wrenching. You can come in the black community and be anything you want. You could be. Just think, Al Sharpton is a reverend with no church. Think about that shit. I've never seen him preach on Sunday. You could be anything you want to be in the black community. You're a king. Black woman is God. Oh, black woman is God. But if she don't give me no pussy, she a bitch. Next time I go to New York, I want to go to Al Sharpton's church. Where is Al Sharpton's church at? That's what I want to know. I'm gonna Google this shit. Where is Al? Oh shit, where is Al Sharpton's church? What church is Al Sharpton a reverend of? After Bishop Washington died in 1980, Sharpton became a Baptist. He was rebaptized as a member of the Bethany Baptist Church in 1994, by where Reverend William Augustus Jones became Baptist minister. He's not even the pastor of his own church. And fucking sane. And fucking sane. And fucking sane. I'm gonna just sit and wait for the next white cop to shoot. I say it because it's the statistics say it's going to happen. I'm not saying because I want it to happen. But by the middle of next year, a white cop will shoot. Hopefully he doesn't get murdered, but will shoot a black person. And America's CNN is going to have y'all outraged. Reverend Al Sharpton, Ben Crump will have you outraged. Yeah. Oh, we going to be outraged. I think a woman that goes on vacation with 6 friends and don't make it home is a problem. But let me tell you something. If I was sitting here smoking weed, getting drunk, dealer, good. It's going to be a 12-team field next year in 2024 for the college championships. I like that. That's beautiful. But I want to say, but if I was with the shits, oh yeah, Fred, cool. Oh, Fred show cool than the motherfucker, man. He be smoking, he be drinking, he be talking shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's some cool shit, man. Fred got a good show. Oh, but Fred hold black men accountable. Oh, he a coon. Oh, that's a coon ass nigga. He think he better than every other black man. I do. You see the difference? But if I smoke weed and do debauchery shit, oh man, that nigga Fred cool than a motherfucker. Cool than a motherfucker. But our black leaders are trash, man. Motherfucker got 100,000 subscribers. He's a leader. He ain't no fucking leader, man. He has a voice. He has a platform. Kyrie Irving is not a leader. Kyrie Irving wants to play basketball. LeBron James is not a leader. He wants to play basketball. What they did to Kyrie is wrong, but Kyrie wants to play basketball. Understand what I'm saying. Kyrie's ultimate goal was to play basketball. He doesn't want to be the leader of black men. He's just in a pool of a whole bunch of people that don't have the same desires that he has. So he's an outlier in the NBA. He's not a black leader. He just has a job that's seen by millions every 82 nights a year. That's all. But nothing changed. He's dribbling the basketball tonight, probably. Did they play tonight? I don't know. But we got to understand this shit. We ain't got no leaders in the black community on a national level. That's why fathers got to be fathers. But I'm gonna move to the next subject. But there is, like I said, there is no resistance in the black community for debauchery. There's no resistance at all. You can be anybody you want to be. It's so bad that bad people from other races can come to the black community and be a cool ass nigga. I can't go to Beverly Hills and be like, I'm Beverly Hills Crip, nigga. That's not acceptable over there. So you know what they do? They come to Martin Luther King Boulevard. Oh, these niggas are so stupid. All I'm gonna do is change my tone, change my clothes, and watch them. They're gonna invite me to the barbecue. Watch. They're gonna call me a cool man. He a cool white boy. Watch it, watch. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's what they're gonna do. And Regis Prograis robbed in broad daylight. Richard Schaefer. Are we gonna talk about how Richard Schaefer failed? Are we gonna talk about that? Where Money Brown at? Money Brown is a big Richard Schaefer guy, right? Is he gonna talk about how Richard Schaefer didn't check the funds? I know I'm asking. Because obviously Bud is wrong for wanting to get the guarantee on the funds. He wrong for wanting to see the books. But that motherfucker, tell Money Brown, where Money Brown at, man? He's probably on live right now. But if he ain't live, tell him to come to the shop and explain how Richard Schaefer didn't check the books for Marv Nation. I hadn't seen all his work, but I saw some last month. And the nerve of Bud to want to know where the money's coming from. Well, now Richard Schaefer didn't want to see the books. He just trusted them. He just trusted a promotional company that's never done big time boxing before. And now his client, Regis Prograis, is out of $1.5 million. It don't matter if they ain't got the money, you can't sue them anyway. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of suing if they ain't give you 1.5? I mean, they gonna sue them. They gonna get a judgment in their favor. But if Marv Nation ain't got the money, Marv Nation ain't got the money. You don't go to. There's no debtor's prison in America. No debtor's prison. The only debt is if you steal from somebody. If you didn't steal it from somebody, but if I owe you, Birdman, I can't go to jail. Maybe in other countries, but not here in America. There's no debtor's prison. Yep. So yeah, it's Regis Prograis is fucking out of $1.5 million, man. And I remember when this Bud news came out. And by the way, people think I am advocating for Bud. I'm just advocating for the truth, man. I still think Earl Spence will beat the brakes off of him. Nothing's changed about that. But you can't come here. You can't come here. You can't come to the internet and you've never seen a contract and you're telling the man to sign the contract. How many big fights have Richard Schaefer did? I repeat, how many big fights has Richard Schaefer done? Didn't he do Canelo Floyd? Didn't he do Oscar Floyd? No, that he ain't left yet. He didn't leave then. Didn't he do Bernard and Oscar? Didn't he do Tito Trinidad and Oscar? Oh, Regis got paid? They fixed it? Let me check. Regis said on live it's going to get worked out. He didn't get paid yet. It's the money wasn't in the bank. The money wasn't in the bank. Isn't that funny? Richard Schaefer, who has done business with Al Heyman, Mikey Garcia, and everybody else, Am I right? Y'all know that, right? But the funds aren't in the bank. The funds aren't in the bank. Let's check Marv Nation. Have they? No, they ain't posted shit. Marv Nation ain't posted a damn thing. Let's see. I'm going through Marv Nation. Okay, I'll read it. On Wednesday morning, Prograis tweeted that his check, which was amount of 1.25 million, was returned for insufficient funds. Robert Ruiz, managing partner for Legends, told Yahoo the problem arose because the account at Wells Fargo was new. Andy Foster, executive director of California State, said he verified prior to the fight that Legends had more than enough money to stage the fight. But because the account opened at a Wells Fargo branch in Downey, California was new, and a lot of large amounts was going in and out in a short period of time, the bank put a brief hold. Okay. So it's fixed. Okay. So let's throw this away. So let's tell so tell Money Brown I apologize. I stand corrected. So that pretty much changes the show. So I want to go back to talking about the Black community and its lack of leadership. We might as well stay there. Anything else going on in boxing? Let me check. Sergio Martinez. He's coming back. F.A. Ajaba and Oscar Rivas is going to fight. That's a rock'em sock'em robot fight. I like that fight. I really like that fight. Yeah, it's fixed. But Marv Nation should have came out and said it. Regis Prograis said his check bounced. Shit. If the fighter says check bounce, shit, what we supposed to do? Not believe him? But he'll have his money in the morning. They'll clear it up. And they'll send it, you know. Well, I don't know why he just didn't deposit it. And well, you got the because I was thinking, like, how the hell do you get to put on a fight without the money? I was super confused. Booker had 51, 20 of 25, 6 of 7 from 3. Kid was on fire. Yeah. Rose Bowl signs a deal that will allow college football expansion. It's a terrible matchup for FA, but FA is flat-footed. So what is a good matchup for him? What is a good matchup for FA? I don't know. He's flat-footed. So and all he does is he's a 1-2 kind of guy. So hopefully he's gotten better. We'll see. We'll see if he's gotten better. You know, I like his team. You know, I like Flip. Flip is like, I believe, his manager or co-trainer or something like that. So I like him a lot. So I like his team, but I think that FA is, you know what I mean, he a ways off. He's definitely a ways off. So what we got to see. Dude, Duke got the whole recruiting class from last year. Damn. John Jones. I don't know nothing about John Jones. What's going on with John Jones? I'll open up the phone lines too. Blue Blood said something earlier, which was pretty interesting. Blue Blood said He said, I guess people still getting on him for Terrence Crawford. You know, him working with BLK Prime, but BLK Prime is coming up next week. We gonna see. We gonna see BLK Prime next week. I want to see. I'm not worried about the money. I'm interested in their production. So I'm gonna order it, and I'm gonna sit my ass down, and I'm gonna watch ESPN on this laptop, and I'm gonna watch BLK Prime on my TV because I want to see the production. I want to see how good it is and see where they're at with it. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it from the first fight to the last fight. We'll see. You know, what's y'all prediction for BLK Prime? I'm very interested. Beam in, holler at me. What's y'all prediction for BLK Prime? I'm interested to see what you guys got to say. Do you think they're gonna fail? Do you think they'll be terrible? Or you think they'll be A1? What do y'all think? Oh, let me open the phone lines. Sorry about that. All right, the phone lines are open. I think they're gonna be okay. I think they'll be okay. Damn. I gotta add Sports Plus. I ain't adding no damn Sports Plus. Hell no. I'm about to watch this Kansas State Butler game. If they get some good commentators, it will be good. Who will be some good commentators? Paulie Malignaggi. Who else? Roy Jones. You got Paulie Malignaggi. You got Roy Jones. You got Austin Trout. You have Antonio Tarver. Who else has done the commentating that's not commentating right now? Keith Thurman. I would be interested in hearing Keith Thurman commentate that fight. That would be smart. That would be great promotion to get Keith Thurman in a personality role, you know, where he's not obligated to do the blow by blow, but he just comes in and chimes in as the expert. That would be dope. Get Spence as a commentator. Nah, Spence ego. I wouldn't say it's too big, but he wouldn't do it. He turned down the Fox job, he said, before Sean Porter got the job. So no way he would do that. I think Spence should go to the fight, though. Austin Trout is doing bare knuckle now, and he fights in February. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But I think Spence should go to the fight. What's up, Broken Traditions, man? What's popping? Mikey Garcia. Yeah, Mikey Garcia will be good. Yeah. Mikey Garcia. I like that. Keith Thurman and Paulie Malignaggi. I'm interested in Keith as a commentator or as a personality. More as a personality, more as the boxing expert, not the boxing analyst. Paulie Malignaggi probably get. How about Sean Porter? How good is Sean Porter? I've never seen him do blow by blow, or I've never heard him do it. I've been at the fights where he's done it. I don't know how good he is. So y'all got to tell me. $925. What's up?
So, Fred, how you doing?
Hey, good, man. What you got?
Well, boxing as it is right now, I just wanted to see if you had any updates. You know, is the Keith Thurman versus Spence fight even confirmed? Is that even official?
No, it's not.
It's been mandated, but
no.
You know. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Crawford is fighting next week. He's fighting David Avenetian. He's fighting him. But They fought already. I don't know if you know that.
Who's already fought?
Spence and Crawford. They fought November 19th.
Oh yeah, I think I must have missed that, bro.
I don't know how. I don't know how you did.
Shit, I think I must have missed that fight.
Yeah,
Because I heard a lot of people reported that, and they were right, but unfortunately I missed the fight.
You missed it?
Yeah.
No,
Sadly.
no. Spence won.
By knockout, right? I think.
Yeah,
TKO?
10th round knockout. 10th round knockout.
Oh my gosh, man, that sucks.
Yeah. So,
well, any other news for any boxing insiders?
Nah, ain't nothing to report besides the fact that PBC is waiting on the first of the month. Wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up. It's the first of the month.
I mean, you got Frank Martin fighting.
Yeah. Speaking of Earl Spence, yes, Frank Martin is fighting, and I'm happy for him. I want Frank Martin to win. I'm happy for him, man. I am. Very competitive fight. We really gonna see if Frank Martin is light years ahead. You know, he looks like he possibly could be. But December 17th is 2 weeks away.
Wow.
I like that fight.
That's a good fight between two undefeated prospects, but it's also going to be interesting. Hopefully Spence is there where people question him on just the future of his upcoming fights.
Hopefully Spence sits down with somebody. I don't want Spence sitting down getting bombarded. You understand what I'm saying? Because
like a one-on-one.
Yes, and the reason why I say that is because I want him to be able to talk, to tell his story. I don't want him to be bombarded. Now we get Earl in sound bites, and now Earl gonna be like, "Damn, dog, I want to say more, but y'all not asking the right questions. I want to say, I really want to tell my piece, but y'all just asking dumb questions." So I wanted to sit down with, hopefully, I guarantee you, Brian Custer to do a sit down interview. Because it's on Showtime.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not worried. Brian Custer to do a sit down interview with him, and then we'll get to hear both sides of the story, and that'll be great. And that'll be great for Earl, for him to get his side off his chest. I know he want to talk. I know he wants to talk, because you can't go on IG Live and say it's not as credible as an interview. You want to sit across from someone that's credible and that will let you say what you want to say. You know, so
no, I agree. Brian Custer, he's really good at doing interviews, and it's just kind of unfortunate because you know how Spence, he's usually discreet, so we don't really get news from him. But I think that would be a good interview to set up.
Brian Custer.
I mean, all of you are waiting for is the Showtime schedule, man. But I don't think that's happening because, like you said, they're on that welfare.
Wake up! It's the first of the month. Get up! Not the first of the month.
So you think they're really or is that like what is going on with Showtime? Like
they ain't got no money, and it's not Showtime anymore. It's Paramount Global.
No more Showtime, right?
No. It's gonna dissolve because it's too expensive. Showtime is costing them a lot of money because Showtime, as a network, cannot go into other territories.
What do you mean by that?
Because yes, great. Because as a network, they have territories. As an app, you have no restrictions.
Okay. Right. Like the Zone, they have no restrictions.
As an app.
Yes, because they're an app.
Yeah, yes. But as a network, you have restrictions.
But how do you differentiate a network and an app? Like, what's the main difference? Because I have the Showtime app. I could go on my phone. Like, how do you separate them?
Well, no, the app is a byproduct of the network.
Okay.
So like, for example, every network has territories. They can't infringe upon another person's territory. But because it's going through the net, it has no jurisdictions. I can go to China on Google.
Mm-hmm.
And the app, you can go anywhere in the world.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Okay. A little bit. But it makes a little more sense now. Just so basically, Showtime, they're restricted to certain things, right?
Yeah, they're very restricted. They're very restricted.
Okay, right. Would that explain why Tank hasn't announced his fight on Showtime? That will be proof right there, right?
Yeah, well, Showtime is going to dissolve. It's going to be Paramount Global.
Oh, that's sad, man. I kind of like Showtime.
No, that's fine, but you don't know what they're going to cut. So we'll find out what they're going to cut, I guess, in the coming weeks. Before the end of the year, they'll have a call and they'll drop a press release, and they'll let everybody know, because they got to let their shareholders know. So
yeah, they got out something, because it's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute since Showtime put on a quality fight, but I think December 17th is a quality fight. So
yeah, might be the last one, Fred.
It might be the last one. Wake up! It's the first of the month. Get up! It's the first.
Well, I appreciate it, Fred. I just wanted to call in.
I appreciate you. Thanks, dog.
It again. Thank you.
All right, it's been a minute. Holla. What's up, Kyle?
Good, Fred. What's going on, man?
Oh, you in the club already?
No, man, I'm at the house.
Oh, okay. Why you not in?
Huh?
Why you?
I gotta get these kids down, so
okay.
I'm just getting them down real quick.
Oh, okay.
What's going on now?
Oh, not much. We what were we talking about? How do you think this, not the zone? How do you think BLK Prime is going to do next week?
I hope they do well, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
No. How do you think they're going to do?
They should do good, man. I think they're going to do good.
I think that I'm interested in the production quality. I'm interested in the lighting. I'm interested in the commentating. I can see them going with Roy Jones or Paul Malignaggi or something like that. You know, if you go with Roy Jones, then you can go with Jim Lampley or somebody like that. You know,
we can always ask Blue Blood who they're going with.
Yeah, Blue Blood would probably know. But they should do a press release on their talent. You know.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor. No, it's not a rumor. They hired a YouTuber to do something, but I don't. Yeah, so y'all see next week. And it's I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how the production quality is going to look. I'm very interested.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully the quality is where we need it to be, so that way people keep wanting to go.
Yeah, they ain't no bullshit. Hopefully, they ain't no bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And they got a big weekend next week, so I think I'm not sure, but I heard they may have signed more fighters or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what fighters they are, but someone called me from Vegas and told me so. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm just hoping, man, that the people on YouTube can get out their fucking feelings, man. And
no, they haters. People on YouTube are haters, dog. No, they haters. They haters, man. It's sad. It's sad that they out here hating. It's sad. It's sad. I literally stop. I wouldn't say stop watching them, but I see their titles and I just be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like it's just insane. It's just insane. But what would they do if BLK Prime offered Earl Spencer career high payday? You got to go in your app store, Miss Shelton, and go. Hey, BLK Prime need to give a fucking tutorial on how people people gonna find it, man. They need to drop a video on how people, because I'm not educated. My job ain't to educate y'all motherfuckers. I mean, I'm not saying it disrespectfully. I'm just saying like they got to teach the audience how to subscribe. So they got to drop it on their on their Instagram, on their
So you
Facebook.
can go on the website.
But people don't know to go to the website. People don't go to websites, they go to Instagram. They go to Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go to your Google App Store and it's right there. BLK Prime. That's it, Miss Shelton. Yeah, it's right there. But you got to educate. You got to educate the people, man. You got to educate the people. So if you're not willing to educate them, you got to spend some investment in educating. You know, but you got to make it people believe that it's for boxing. But yeah, man. Go ahead, Kyle. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Man, you know, some of the same people, boxers, you know, that was crying about not being able to get paid and not having fights.
Wow,
man, they got an opportunity, and then we need more time. It's like, bro, come on, man. These dudes always need more time, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why boxing is dying, bro. You know, these dudes, man, they divas, bro.
Oh, we got a lot of divas in boxing, man. Yeah, a lot of divas. No, I wasn't calling you a motherfucking Miss Shelton. I wasn't calling. I'll just use the blanket statement. But what's up, Max?
Yo, what up, big homie? You guys going?
Viva la Mexico!
Yo.
What's up, man? How you feel?
Hey, I'm chilling, man. You one of the only people we didn't get up with this past weekend. I was kind of disappointed, Kyle.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The undercard is kind of trash. As it pertains to BLK Prime, it's kind of trash.
Oh no, they got Cyborg on there though for her first boxing match.
Yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck? She how old is she? 50?
Nah, she's old, but she has a fan base though. She brings a whole different fan base.
No, I understand that. I mean, it makes sense for that, but I'm just talking about I want to watch boxing. You know, like, I really want to watch boxing. Like, let's see,
man. Hey, listen. Like I said, some of the people that be crying and whining about getting fights and having money for fights, they had their chance and then they wanted more time. So
she's only 30-something years. She's only 37. She must have had a lot of surgery.
She been in. I mean, her fighting style. She just been in wars, bro. She just goes for it. You know.
Okay.
She's a hooker. She's more like a hooker. You know. She don't got not in that sense, but I'm saying like she throws a lot of hooks.
I get you. Yeah.
You know, so she leaves her face open for damage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know them hookers, man.
But I think it's I just found out about that shit today because I was wondering what the undercard was gonna be. I mean, the undercard can't be better than the main fight, you know. So if Bud's fighting that guy, you can't really have a co-main that's like some extraordinary fight. I wouldn't think.
Right.
Well, you know, I just think that, man. Honestly,
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, I think they offered some. I think they offered a few people some good money, and you know they pocket watching and they want what Terrence Crawford got. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just getting what they normally get or a little bit more, they want to go and count other niggas' pockets. That's what I think happened.
According to Bud, he already got half of his shit up front. He already got 5 of that 10 in his bank account already. So, I mean, shit, they doing decent business over there. At least he ain't gonna get Regis. You know what I'm saying? So,
Regis is gonna get his money soon because it was just too much money moving around in the account, so they put a freeze on it. That's
okay, so it wasn't the promotional company, huh?
Not the pay track, but the account. It was too much money going in and out of the account, and because it was a new account. That's what I just read his story on Instagram, so that's what they said.
Oh, so it was his fault, not the promotional company fault.
It was the promotional company. It's the bank's fault. It was a new account, so they questioned all the transactions that was coming out, all the fighters getting paid, and everybody else getting paid. Yeah.
Okay, so cool. So he didn't. Okay, that's cool because now people can go back to enjoying their weekend because that was a good fucking fight, dog. And
that was good.
Listen, the only knock I had on that event there were no screens.
No
So
screens, bro.
You couldn't see the replays and shit like that. It was kind of like fuck. But other than that, though, the shit was great. You know what I mean?
But so it kind of ties into the conversation. Right? You said hookers, so I mean, we were talking about hookers earlier about how it's cool to be a hooker in the Black community. Like there's no resistance for debauchery in the Black community. Like it's cool to be a pimp. It's cool.
Yeah,
to
if
be
anything, it's embraced for sure.
It's like it's cool to be a drug dealer. Like I'm not an expert on drug dealers, but I would say if I was, it would be Bumpy Johnson because of the era. And so many people, when I was researching Malcolm X, they said, "Oh, he was good for the community. He gave us turkeys. He paid our rent." I was like, man, ain't no resistance in the Black community for debauchery, you know. So, but
well,
yeah,
you don't want to hear Mex take on that.
Why? Like it's weird. Like Black people are so in love with white people. Black people are really in love with white people because they think that they can change them. It's like a broken woman. Oh, I can change him. I could change him. I could change him. 808, what it do? How you been? What's up?
Good, you know I had to call in on this.
I was listening to you earlier. Drink your water. I eat Tylenol or aspirin. But what's up? Go ahead. I was checking you out while I was driving.
You should have stuck around a little bit.
I had to go into a basketball game. But I was listening to you. Yeah. Go ahead. All you, Mr.
I was laughing. You had me cracking up. I said, "Oh my God, Fred."
What'd I say?
Y'all put a battery in this. Fred, you been saying the same shit for 3 years.
Show me $1 million. Show me your $1 million. I can show you some assets.
No. I'm saying in a good way.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
You've been saying the same shit for 3 years. Oh, let me get it straight. Let me get myself all the way right. You've been saying the same shit for 3 years. Friend, I will be the first to tell you, I don't agree every point you make.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you was like, I'm done with PVC,
mm-hmm.
I didn't jump on that bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a minute. I was like, goddamn.
I remember.
And then, but that's how I be going, Fred. A lot of times with you, I be like, man, what's Fred angry? What are you talking about? Not that I'm thinking you doing nothing nefarious or malicious. But I'm like, what you really saying? Is it gonna really sink into us? You said something the other day, and watch how that come true. You said, hey, apps are the way to go. That's gonna be the future. Watch how that shit come true. You have been preaching with all that goddamn money y'all got. Won't y'all, do your own stream and put on your own?
I've been telling Al for years to do that.
Look at Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, the boss, where he be moving his belt. Then everything that they said that won't gonna happen, he ain't getting 10 million. He getting 10 million. That fight ain't even commission. It's commission. But Fred, that little clip you did, it's like a 15-minute clip. Man, I was like, I know who you talking to.
Who? What clip? And I'll tell you who I was talking to. Who was I talking to? Which clip?
You was talking about y'all niggas too, but you was talking about your money, like basically ain't touching no.
Oh, I was just mad at all of them though, like Boxing Ego and Money Brown, all of them. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, it's just too many to name. They know it. Yeah, I'm talking about them. Yeah, like it makes no sense. You hating on your brother, Blue Blood. You hating on that's. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun.
They be hating on you too, I guess. Well, y'all got y'all differences, but it'd be crazy how folks talk on YouTube. And I'm not in agreement, but everybody grown. They have their. I respect everybody's opinion and what they got to say. But I'm just tripping because the stuff that you were saying, like even if you don't like your angle, let's say somebody don't like your angle or whatever, they got to hear the message.
Right.
It don't matter the reason why the message is coming out, just hear the message. And so that Regis Prograis shit, to everybody who felt like Terrence was overstepping his bounds by looking into the books,
right?
Because he is an independent contractor. This is why you do that shit. I be damn. Regis put on the show. I bought that fight, by the way, Fred.
Oh, did you? I didn't.
You know,
I didn't.
I don't do BBC, but I bought that fight. I bought it on Fight TV, I think, and it was $50-some. I'd rather go back to paying $50 or $40 for fights.
I'll let you say paid. That. Miss T says that, y'all.
I'd rather pay. I mean, the $75, $80, $100 came with the Floyd era. None of these boxers today are Floyd.
Right.
And I'm just being fair.
Right.
One of Floyd's biggest pay-per-views, 4.6 million.
Ooh.
Who the hell close to that?
Ooh.
Who the hell?
That's a monster.
Close to that
4.6 mil.
Yeah. So and then you think about when Floyd fight in Vegas, he bring $1 billion to Vegas every time he fight.
Damn.
I ain't even talking about the fight part. I'm talking about the stores, the restaurants, all that shit. He brings that. So I understand $75, $80, $100. Everybody else, I don't understand.
Right.
But, you know, Regis Prograis, that we gonna call it, somebody said it on my show tonight. They said, man, if you ain't careful, you gonna get Regis. Get Regis. Like that's a meme or something. Like, it ain't funny. Regis Prograis, keep your head up. You did a great job. I'm not talking bad about you, but I feel bad that happened to you. And that should never happen to no fighter, nobody, whether I like the fight.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
And I've been feeling that they've been doing Earl Spencer disservice at PBC. He should have been making $10 million.
They fucking Earl. I think personally, Al Heyman is royally fucking Earl. I just think, you know.
Remember, people, we don't pay to see the promoters fight. They ain't doing shit for us for entertainment. It's the fighters. So we got to get behind them. They got to get the fair shake. That's all I care. But Fred, I knew who you was talking to. I was like, look at Fred taking his victory lap.
Yeah. Taking my victory lap. Yeah, man. Because people, I wish we moved in truth. You know, like, and the longer we become like activists of people because we like them, it softens us. It makes us weak. And I think that we are weak because I was really disappointed in members of the LDBC for hate because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when all of COVID, everybody black, LDBC, new media called me a coon. I literally heard CC and Black Fight Fan call me it was the last show I ever watched. Called me a fake Malcolm X, and anybody who dealing with Bob Arum, fuck you. And I says, oh, so I just clicked it off and I unsubscribed through that channel. And then Bill Haney signs with him 2 months later. And I'm like, I want to see how this play out. You know what happened? Team Haney, Team Haney, Team Haney, Team Haney. I'm like, but if I interview him, I'm a coon. But if I sign with him and get his money, I'm smart. I'm daring to be great. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that we got to start moving with a level of consistent integrity. And I think that's one of our problems, is that we don't move with consistent integrity.
It's that gang.
Say it again, please.
No, it's like that gangbang mentality. I was talking about this earlier on Kyle's show. It's like once people decide what fighter they like or what promoter they like, it's like everyone else is a piece of shit. Everyone else is the enemy, and it's okay to like more than one person. It's okay to say, hey, both fighters are good. I just think this fighter's gonna win this fight. It doesn't mean like now I'm an enemy, bro. Like it's some gang politics in this shit. It's crazy,
right? And I'm sorry. Can I finish this, Miss? And I call myself getting the information from Bob and giving it to the people. And I'm like, wow, all these black people calling me a coon. Wow, Bob is your daddy. You doing this for Bob Arum. I'm not signed to Bob. Every time I go to Vegas, I can get a free steak from Bob. Every time I go to Vegas, I can get free tickets from Bob. Never asked him not one time. I don't get free tickets from Mr. Haney. Sam Watson, no more. Bob Arum, nobody, because you can't fight the system and then secretly take their assets.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fred.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times when you seem like you have an issue with some entity like PBC, for instance, I'm using prime example. It comes off to the average ear like it's a personal thing. But I always tell people it's kind of like when men say, "Oh, she bitter. That's why she's saying all that." She may be so, but is her message true? That's how I look at life. If you may got something with him, you may got a vendetta against him. I don't know, but what you saying, is it true? When you break out receipts, like you have broke out some receipts, not a couple of shows ago about his standing as far as his money, because I don't know if PBC is that publicly traded.
Not PBC. No, that was from a shareholder. What you're talking about? Yeah.
Share. Okay, you brought out some receipts, and I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like it really don't matter to me your reasoning behind stuff, but if you're gonna kick something out that's logical and rational, but and then show receipts,
right?
I mean, what can I? That's how I feel. I can't speak for nobody.
I don't.
That's how I feel.
I don't have beef with them. I just don't respect them anymore. You understand? Like there's a difference. Like I don't think about him in my real life, but when I'm like, man, what am I going to talk about today? Shit, I enjoy it. See, if you throw a rock at me, I'm gonna throw a brick. That's my mindset. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just who I am as a human being. And I don't accept apologies. I'm not an apology guy. If I don't like you, I don't like you. It just is what it is. I'm comfortable where people are, because I grew up in chaos, right? So YouTube chaos is like a joke to me. It really is. Like there's beef on YouTube, on the internet, with people I'm never gonna meet. I'm afraid to talk about a person that 9 times out of 10 I'm not gonna meet, or I'm afraid to talk about a person and minimize my integrity. Hell no, never. So I just the internet is like putty to me in most times, like, because I know how emotional people are about this, and I'm like, I'm gonna just toy with them. I'm gonna throw some arrogance in this video. See how they like that. I'm gonna throw some more ego in it. Yeah, I'm just playing with them. I ain't lying.
Do you the bravado?
Yeah, the bravado. Yeah, I'm a dog.
How about he tapped you? I was like, Fred taking a victory lap. Now, I'm going to be honest, Fred, there's things you will say I just totally don't agree with. But I don't really got nothing to say, because I respect everybody. And I mean everybody's opinion. Everybody has value. That's how I choose to look out into the world. Everybody has values, and I value their opinion.
Right.
But when you talking, please talk with logic and rationality. You could get me to believe anything you say as long as you put it in those terms, but you got to come with receipts. And you know, some of the things. So like when I seen this video today, I said, "Look at Fred."
I was airing like a motherfucker. I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed it, every bit of it. I enjoyed it.
Look like you loved it.
Yeah.
Like, look at Fred. And you was right. You was right about PBC. You was right. And I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings by saying that.
No, the truth is the truth. Mean
anybody's feelings, but people been right about BBC. What's up, Kyle? I see you, baby boy.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Liking your beard too. I like your beard, looking all distinguished.
Oh, Kyle, I like the beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to chop it. I'm gonna have to chop it in a month though, because I'm going back to the white folks. So.
And Kyle, like a 30-year-old grandfather, man. We was just talking about this shit this past weekend. He's an old soul.
He's slow-mo. He's slow-mo, huh?
Yeah. A young boy, no, I ain't a youngin'.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, hey, listen, me and Mex, man, We got a new. We're going on tour. We're trying to get a new name for our group. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do covers of Bobby Brown songs.
Black and brown.
Hey, we was killing the Bobby Brown in the whip though.
Yeah, no doubt.
What's good?
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, y'all be on here acting wild too sometimes. I'll be like, look at them. But I don't never say it because again, if you position yourself where you're gonna disrespect everybody's opinion and understand everybody has value.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong in anything you say. Nothing nobody say on YouTube should upset nobody to the core. I pray for that. But you was right. You was right about PBC. You was right about that money.
It was right. I was right about Eddie Hearn too. Yeah. You wasn't following me then, but I was right. I was dead ass right about Eddie Hearn. The Negroes loved that one because they had a white person to blame. Oh, they loved that one. I was on Eddie Hearn's bumper. Did you never seen the interviews I did with Eddie Hearn, huh?
Nah. That was before.
Oh man, he was Pink Panther, man. He turned into the Pink Panther. You know how white people turn into the Pink Panther and shit? Yeah, motherfucker turned into the Pink Panther. He had so much.
The one thing most of these promotional companies got over Al Hagen is they pay their guys.
Consistently.
At the end of the day, them guys get their paycheck.
Consistently. Yeah.
You can't have a situation where ain't nobody not getting paid. And I don't know if he was checking the temperature with this Earl fight and Bud fight that was pending, where they were saying nobody getting a guaranteed purse. Nah, that ain't the temperature that's gonna work, Sean. Nobody was agreeing with it because I don't understand if boxing is a business, it's an entertainment business, it's prize fighting. Where the prize?
Right. Right.
That's all I wanted to say, Fred. You was right.
I appreciate
you when you. I might not say when you're wrong.
No, you can call in town when I'm wrong. You might be waiting a while, but yeah. I have more grain.
Get him, Fred. Get him.
I don't want to concentrate on somebody wrong. If I don't have nothing, I probably try not to say anything.
Right.
But you'll know because I don't say nothing.
Okay,
that's how you know I'm wrong.
Gotcha.
And that's the best way for me to do things. But you was right. I can admit when you was right.
Thank you.
And on this money thing, y'all better listen to Fred.
Y'all better listen.
You know his money. Fred, shoot me 10 bands for that promo. All
right, for sure. All right, I got you. Right. Appreciate you. See if I got some rubber bands in here. Appreciate you.
All right.
Later, Miss T. What's up, Mr. Henderson?
Anthony, where you at?
Oh, would you got something for him?
Where you at? Nah, I don't have nothing for him. Shout out to Fred. Shout out to the panel. I don't have nothing for him, but
he'll pop up.
I know. Yeah, I mean, the prosecution calls its next witness.
Oh man,
where you at, man? And through it all, Fred, I feel like because of the heat, I'm not familiar with some of the other platforms that attacks you in that manner. I follow a few. I've seen a few of them on your platform before.
Right.
And I've never seen that. I've seen one. I never seen that dude say anything negative about you, Drew Titan. But
I like Drew Titan. That's my brother. Yeah, he's inspiring. He works out every day.
Yeah. But the real loser is the fighters though.
Right.
Like how the fuck.
And the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mostly us.
Yeah, man, because we're footing the bill.
Yeah, they getting paid at least. Shit. Yeah. What the fuck we get out of this shit?
Right. And then people can't have conversations about the topic at hand. You understand? Like, I understand we all men and shit, but it gets to the point where it's disrespectful. Like, I'm sitting here like, you guys are lying to yourself. Using Bud Crawford, knowing you hate, knowing you mad at Blue Blood, you jealous of Blue Blood. I don't give a fuck what nobody say because y'all don't talk about Bob Arum no more.
Man,
I don't know because I don't watch him, so I'm only going off of what I heard like in January and and shit like that. But the point I want to make is I don't hear no fucking I don't see no. I mean, isn't Terrence Crawford in court with Bob Arum? Like I'm just asking. Like I'm just asking the questions. Because I can be a fake Malcolm X for interviewing him. I could be whatever else people want to call me. And but when your best friend signs with the enemy, I thought we were standing on principles. I thought we were standing on integrity.
No. Because the ego of a man, it comes into play, like it's interesting. It's interesting, Fred, that you can be whatever they want to say about the Bob Arum situation, right? But ignore. Now listen, the key is content creators tend to pay attention to content creators, right?
Right.
If you're in the genre,
right,
you're in boxing, so is this whoever else, right? But so how'd you miss, if you saw the Bob Arum shit, how'd you miss the Eddie Hearn shit?
Right.
It's the ego. It's that blind hatred. It's that jealousy or whatever it is. I mean, that's what Mr. Fuller liked to say, bring about murder, So I think that's truly what it is, because you can't call Fred a coon if he, as far as I'm concerned, in these YouTube streets, is the only one that actually pulled up and pressed play on somebody.
I'm the only one in history in boxing. I did it, dude. My Bob Arum's relationship began with me cursing him out. I said, don't you ever fucking talk to me like that. Ever. I told him in the interview, I said, Bob, you remember our first interactions, man? I cursed you out. I said it in the interview. People don't talk about that shit. How I hunted down Eddie Hearn with my money. I hunted that nigga down in Arlington, Texas. I didn't have a credential. I said, I'm getting this nigga. I don't give a flying fuck. Put up my own money for the betterment of the sport. Niggas don't care.
Man, you see how quick they turned, Fred. They turned on you. Look at Blue Bud. Blue Bud was a well-loved member of the community.
Exactly.
They turned on him quick.
I don't understand. I don't get that shit at all. Man,
wait, who turned on Blue? I thought
everybody.
The whole community right now.
The whole community, all these niggas.
What happened? What Blue do?
Because of the Bud shit, the Tank shit, all that shit.
Because he's working with BLK Prime. He got an opportunity.
See, and this is something I gotta say, Fred. I'll put this out there, and this is a perfect example. Like, you've been out here for the last couple of months. When it comes between this Spence and Bud shit, you let it be known that you rocking with Spence on the fight. You think he gonna win as a fan, but you can still call spade a spade. Like, with Blue Blood doing what he doing, you ain't hating Blue Blood because he's on Bud's side or helping Bud out. It's like, that's why I said this gangbang politics. It's like, motherfuckers want to gangbang and die for their favorite fighter. It's crazy.
And then the irony about this whole situation is Earl Spence. That's not even Earl Spence's character. Earl Spence is not a motherfucking curse you out type of nigga. That doesn't even. I've been around him enough. He is his father's son. He acts like he has a father. He doesn't. We talk like we in the barbershop when we together, but publicly he's his father's son. You know a man when he has a father. You can just tell. Like, they just move differently, they talk differently, they got a different pace to them, and
Fred, like, I'm lost though. Isn't I'm not understanding. What's the issue with Blue?
Because he's working for BLK Prime, which is putting on the Terrence Crawford fight, and people blamed him. People want to blame.
Right. This is why it don't make sense.
People want to blame Blue Bud for not putting on the fight. If I had $100 million, I'm putting on the motherfucking Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight. If I have $100 million.
Hey, I'm looking back at the shit, seeing how the shit played out with Bud getting 10 mil from BLK. Like, what if BLK Prime was the quote unquote mystery, 25, 50 mil? I mean, if they paying 10 mil to fight him, I don't see why they wouldn't pay 25 to fight Spence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll just say it's logical. I'm not saying it is what happened, but yeah, people turn real quick on Blue, man. It was crazy.
Awful. It was awful, man. Listen, I heard oh man, was it Money Brown like and I'm like, Money, like he's not to blame. Like he's not handing out the checks, to my knowledge. He's not handing out the checks, and he's working with them in his capacity. He ain't putting up the billions of dollars, not unless Blue been hiding from us, but I don't believe he's putting up the billions of dollars to make this company go.
Anything to avoid blaming PBC. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but you're not. But here's the point. If you're advocating for PBC in their schedule, you're fighting against your interests. You're fighting against Deontay Wilder's interests. Deontay Wilder said in the interview, I want to fight 3 times a year. I'm retiring at 40, so I got 12 fights left in me. Well, if we don't hold PBC accountable, Earl ain't fighting 3 times a year. Wilder's not fighting 3 times a year. But that's the whole narrative of black people. If it was debauchery, oh man, oh shit. If it was selling drugs and gang banging, oh yeah. But holding another man accountable, nah, we can't do that shit. Nah, that's hating on another black man.
Yeah, that's that, man.
Crip walk. I'm telling you, if I crip walk, I can crip walk right across here. If I crip walked every opening to the show, I guarantee you more people will watch the show.
Well, I mean, if it's nice, Fred, shit, I'll tune in a little earlier if you're nice with it.
But if I show my kids playing the piano, oh nah, that ain't shit, man. Oh, I already know the first 10 minutes Fred gonna play his commercial for his movies. His kids gonna perform, so I'll just come in 15 minutes. I don't need to watch the first 10 minutes of the show. See, right? Because the numbers quadruple 20 minutes into the show. What's up?
I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth, dog.
Yes.
I'll be speeding past your videos because I know time. I know the Ali lady gonna come on, and I go straight to what you're talking
no,
about.
I know that because I do the same thing with Blue Blood. But the point I'm making is the point I'm making is debauchery sells. Debauchery sells. Integrity doesn't sell.
Hey, Fred.
Man, listen.
Not me, Fred. I watch every single minute of the intro. Yeah, every minute.
Hey, lying motherfucker. Hey, listen. I'll tell you the truth, man. On my platform, dude, like I could really get my numbers up if I just talk about the current events, but I don't be wanting to, man. I really don't.
Yo, you bring Bang Israel up there, I'm gonna get you some numbers. You don't even try it. You heard?
Oh, he on his bullshit.
We get Anthony. Anthony, we're gonna do some numbers. I'm attacking. Fred, is Regis Prograis signed to PBC?
No, he's with he has his own private Probellum / Richard Schaefer / somebody else down in Houston. I forget the guy's name, but yeah, somebody down in Houston.
Didn't he just say his check bounced?
But he got it back. He got it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He got it back.
I feel like they could have had that fight in your backyard, Fred, because that was a small ass venue, man. That shit was little.
Who could have had the fight?
That Regis fight. That shit could have been in your backyard.
Oh, literally my backyard. I'm like, it was
literally.
It was at StubHub Center. It was at StubHub Center.
Yeah, that shit was hella little, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Max. Max eating cow head, man. I don't know what the fuck going on.
That shit was good though. You never had cow head?
Nah, bro. What?
Nah, the cheek is so tender, like beef cheek is real tender meat, man.
Where's
the tongue? Huh?
Beef cheek?
Yeah. So for Thanksgiving, my uncle dug a hole and he cooked a skull a cow's skull.
That sounds like Chief Keef's adopted brother.
Beef cheek. But yeah, I had the brains, the tongue, and the cheek. Man, it's delicious.
The tongue was delicious.
Oh yeah, lengua. You never had lengua? Like
lengua tacos? Yeah, lengua tacos.
Bro, hell no. Nah. What?
Yeah, lengua soup. Yeah,
it's good, man.
I think I had it in soup.
I don't knock it till you try it.
Hey, Black Chopstick, beam in, cam up and beam in.
Hey, but you eat chitlins though? If you eat chitlins, talk about tongue, then I don't want to hear it.
Nah,
all right. Just make sure we have some consistency, because fuck that.
Most definitely.
They call it what? Booty noodles? We ain't eating no booty noodles.
Exactly what that is. Good.
No, man. Because I think it's arrogant of people to assume I'm talking about other people. I have no issue saying people's names. None. Zero. I think you're coming off pretty arrogant to think that because when I talk about topics that you think it applies to other people. No, like if you ask me, I was talking about ego and Money Brown and everything boxing and all them. I was talking about. If you ask me, I'll tell you. Fred is fearless.
Hey Fred, so to get just a better understand what you were talking about with PBC, you're saying that they get like yearly budgets or quarterly budgets to do things with, so they're waiting for their
annual budget.
So they're waiting for 2023 to start making fights.
January 1st, yeah, is when they get the budget.
Because even that fight they got coming up, which is a good fight, Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera, whatever, is a good fight, but it's a prospect fight. It's not a 12-round fight.
No, it's not. It is a 12-round fight, but it's not. Yeah, it's a 12-round fight, but it's not a big time fight. It's just it's a crossroads fight for two.
It's something to hold you over, you know. It's a little appetizer.
Yeah, it's an appetizer. Yeah, it's like avocado toast. Yeah, it's like avocado toast, man. You know what I mean? No, I want you to cam up and beam in, Black Chopstick, because I want to let's talk. Because niggas are comment heroes. They be in the comment section going, but won't never cam up.
Facts.
You know, cam up, man, because Fred is cam up. Cam up. There you go. There's the link. Feel free to cam up and come on in here. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think because I was kind of reiterating that point on the platform. It probably was on Kyle shit, and people were kind of arguing about it. But like, I remember you had said this months ago. I remember the day when you were going through the calendar, looking at the dates that were available, and you were talking about how the fight was going to happen just based on that. Which is like general principle. It's like, it's not a hating move. We're just looking at what dates, what Saturdays are available for the rest of the year. I remember you breaking down the calendar, and there was only like 2 dates that even could have worked. Right. And then you started talking about the budget. It's always like, that totally makes sense, because I've heard of it in other business aspects. You get annual budgets or sometimes quarterly budgets or whatever. And so it's like, it makes sense why they're saying these fights are coming in 2023 with no dates, no venues locked in yet. But they're like, they're throwing it out like, how y'all feel about this one? Hang on, it's coming.
They're not even talking to us. They're talking to the shareholders.
Oh,
they're talking to the people that make the decisions, because they're trying to get approved for the budget. So he's trying to win over in the court of public opinion. Hey, Showtime is going to put the biggest and the best fights on in 2023. All we need is the money. So basically what he's doing is he's pitching. What I mean? But Steven Espinoza is a big failure, because he allowed Al Heyman just to run over him. And he had no control, no sense of power. And now he's struggling with it, and that's just the reality of this. So, it is what it is.
At least he still got Jake Paul.
He got Jake Paul, who took Earl Spence budget. Jake Paul took his budget.
Yeah. I mean, there's people.
Yeah, he took his budget. So and because I believe I'm the only one that will talk about this. In my
Kyle Davis, don't forget Kyle Davis.
Kyle Davis, yeah. In my opinion, I think Earl and Wilder and Tank, they want us to talk about this because they want to fight.
Facts.
They don't want to sit on a shelf and And they're like, damn, media is really cowards out here. Media won't even talk about what's so obvious.
Fred, are the prospects even fighting 3-4 times? Because
no.
Everybody knows when you come up, you usually have the first couple of years you fight like 4 or 5 times, you know, building your profile. Are there prospects even getting that many fights a year?
No.
So everyone's career is just slowing down by going by the average career of boxers when, like, you know, 2-3 fights if you're on the top level, probably.
Bro, Jalil Hackett fought once.
Oh,
once,
man.
bro.
How you say his name? Now you about to come after
him.
No, I'm just saying how they dude, like,
no, he's loyal though. Jalil Hackett said he's loyal. So let him be loyal to a person that's not loyal to him. It just sounded good. People in the comment section like, yeah, man, young fella, man, I respect that you being loyal. But Floyd ain't being loyal to you. Who you being loyal to? Nobody. It don't make no fucking sense. It's retarded. You give people the information. That's a great example. I gave this young man and his team the play. Exact play what's going to happen. I told him, you're not even fighting. You're not even going to fight again this year. Oh, you over here hating on a young black man who trying. No, you're not fighting again this year. Oh, you hating on a black man because, no, you're not fighting this year. And Mayweather Promotions has nothing for you. They don't give a fuck about you. They're not a promotional company. Oh, you hating on a black man? This. No, you're not fighting. So who's hating more? Am I hating more? Or is Mayweather Promotions hating more? Or is Fred just telling the truth? People want you to say, it's okay, man. You know, that they're not doing you well, but you know, in 2023 and 2024, it's gonna be your year, man. Man, just stick it out, man. Stick it out. You're gonna be okay, man. They want pats on the back. Pats on the back is more valuable than the truth these days. Here's your 8th place medal. You want your 8th place medal? Here, take it.
Yeah, because I mean, people love to be lied to, bro. I've been saying this shit for years. Like, people love to be lied to because it feels good. It feels better than dealing with the truth sometimes. So it's like, bro, just keep me in my ignorance. Just keep lying to me, so I have to face the truth because the truth be heard, man. Like,
right.
I mean, it's getting to the point now that we would rather see our favorite fighters at least fight above, at least fight somebody. Like, fuck, bro. Like. I'm done asking for major fights, super fights. Just give me something, bro. Let me see you.
But our favorite fighters can't fight, so it's really been regressed down to like, nigga, start a podcast.
Facts. Our favorite fighters are doing
motherfucking podcast. Like
our favorite podcaster. Yeah, you're right.
If you can't fight, you know, at least do yourself a favor and keep your name alive. You know.
Yeah, you know, a lot but you know, it's crazy though, man, is we was at the fight this weekend.
Right.
And I talked to a fighter that said, man, they wanted me to take this fight. I did them a favor. You know what I'm saying?
A PBC fighter.
Yes.
And Max vouch for this?
Yes, he can.
Absolutely. I was right there. I'm not gonna say the name, but I remember.
Anthony, listen.
He took a fight as a favor, thinking they would get back to him around the backside, and they left him hanging.
Anthony, come speak for the PBC, please.
No, I don't. No, it's over. We about to get out of here.
No,
but
on the real though, like, and people don't understand. Like, people only think about the 1%. See what I'm saying? Like, in life, they want to talk about everybody else, the poor folks and all this and all that. But when it comes to boxing, they only want to think about the 1% or how the 1% has been treated well. But what about the people that help build out the cards, though? What about the guy that has a couple of losses, but that'll fight his ass off that can fight? You know what I'm saying? What about that guy? They don't care about that guy. They only care about the 1%. But in real life, in their life, they care about, oh man, I'm middle class. Oh man, you know, my mom's on welfare and all the shit. But when it comes to boxers, they don't give a fuck about the fight. Right. Oh man, well, he a bum anyway. Well, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, but as fans, Kyle, we only fuck with the best most of the time. People watch sports to see who the best is most of the time. You know what I mean?
But listen, the point I'm making is, bro, y'all complain about some shit, right? And then they get mad at me and Fred for not being okay with the PBC. And it's like, nah, people that we fuck with that showed us love are being fucked over. So it's fuck you.
Right.
That's
Hey,
how
real
I feel.
shit.
No, they getting really fucked over. Earl, listen, Earl fought once this year. Tank fought once this year. Wilder, Jamel, Danny, once this year. Why do you believe that they're gonna fight twice?
Yeah,
Oh no, we're gonna fight, man. You know what? If 2022 had 14 months in it, oh, they would have fought. Now we getting out of here, Anthony. Now we don't need no back and forth.
Nah, the fighter in question that Kyle was talking about, he took a last minute replacement fight to save a card. You know what I'm saying? Being told that he would get, you know, a favor for a favor. They look out for him later, and then I believe he got dropped, right? Or he just hasn't fought. He all the way dropped.
Yeah.
What do you mean they dropped him from the promotion company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cut him?
He's a free agent now.
So he's a free agent?
Damn near.
Yep. He did them a favor and saved the card, and then thinking that he would get something on the back end, a major fight or at least a bigger card or co-main, and they dropped him.
Damn, it sounded like that happened to Lonnie. Same thing happened to Lonnie. He beat the guy that they wasn't supposed to beat, and they said, fuck him. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the most interesting 30 for 30 y'all ever gonna see, man, in 10 years. Watch, man.
Hey, what's up, Fred? You ready to do another expose movie, dog, on PBC or what?
What's up, fellas?
I'll gladly help out, though.
Instead of 9 wives, just call it one fight.
Facts. I'm working on something now. That's gonna be fun. It's fun to write. What's up, Anthony?
What's up, man? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, we great.
Good. Yeah, man. It sounds like that dude, man. He need to get he need to have somebody to show him how to do business, man. Ain't no favors out there. You got to get it all in right.
Oh my God! See,
hey,
it's always a
like
motherfucker. It's always a used car salesman. It's always Lemon Law Larry bringing his ass over here on that bullshit, bro.
I'm just telling you how you do business, man. Somebody tell you something, and it's a business situation. You got to get it all in right.
But if you do shit in good faith,
just like Terrence Crawford when he was with Aram, and Aram told him he was gonna get an Earl Spence fight. He got it in writing that he gonna get a meal if he don't get the fight. You gotta get yourself. You gotta cover yourself, man. You can't trust people. You gotta trust yourself, man. Know how to do business. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, but see, that's the problem. See what I'm saying?
No,
now you've been caping. No, you don't.
Yeah,
you bullshit. Because no, you caping for Al Heyman. Oh, Al Heyman and this and that. Oh, he wouldn't do this and that. But we showing you that he do this shit all the time, bro.
You ain't never heard me once say what he doesn't do. I said that he what he's not doing is not paying fighters. He's paying them. He's taking care of his business that he promised he's gonna do as far as what you can prove. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just told you he promised this man a favor because he did them a favor.
And this is concerning, bro. This is concerning coming from a car salesman. So you tell me, if you tell me some shit when I'm trying to buy a car from you, you tell me some shit verbally, I should have got it in writing. You tell me, yeah, this car's good, man. This car worked, bro. Yeah, it's
this
good.
Is not concerning.
You should have got it in writing, bro. I didn't promise you the car was any good.
Yeah, you definitely better get it in writing.
Came in this motherfucker with that bullshit.
Cover yourself. Get it in writing, bro.
If
we owe you something. When I sold cars at a dealership, when we sold you something, we had to put it on a we owe and give it to them. That way they have a receipt to show what we promised. If you don't have that we owe, that's all hearsay from that point. But I'm just saying, you're talking about millions of dollars. I don't know how much this guy make. Maybe he's like a $50,000 guy. But at the end of the day, it's still $50,000. Get that in writing. Say, hey, you promised me this? Okay, put it in writing, or $50,000, where you can at least take them to court.
See, that's how I know you don't know the business of boxing, bro. That's how I know you living in the goddamn clouds, bro. So that's how I know that. That's how I know you living in the goddamn clouds.
Did Terrence get his money? Because I know he took Bob to court. I know he's supposed to reset because of how he filed it or where they filed it, but You know, I mean, you still got to get your stuff in writing. That's all I'm saying. Business is business. It could go. It could be done.
Whatever.
It don't matter what industry it is.
Let me get a 30 on 5.
We ain't listening to you, Anthony.
Yeah, it's all people making
y'all...
excuses for snakes, bro. You make an excuse for a snake, but you gotta run. Oh, too
I
bad. You sound like Baby from Cash Money, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Y'all sound like the guy who let the snake convince him to help him and pick him up, and then he bites the guy, and then he like, well, you knew I was a snake. I mean, come on, dude. You talking about business? Handle your business properly.
But see, the thing is, though, if you've been looking out for me, I don't got no reason to question it. That's like, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. You're a car salesman, bro.
Go ahead.
Because you're a car salesman, so you don't care about ethics.
You grimy, bro. You grimy by principle. I can tell.
I mean,
you grimy,
bro. Slime ball, man.
No,
I just know that
if I'm going somewhere,
you have a lack of character.
That's what we know. We know you're a slime ball, bro.
I know that if I'm going somewhere and I'm doing business with somebody, I know that I want to make sure that I got myself covered so I can get my money. Okay. Period.
You lack integrity, though, bro. You lack integrity, big dog.
You've never done business with me, so you don't know anything about that. But what you do,
I would never. Hold never do business with you, bro. That's like. Hold on. Listen, Fred been taking care of me, looking out for me. Like, what, last 3 years, Fred?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Since I've been on this platform, I asked Fred something. Bang, 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 bang. So then that's like Fred said, hey, man, can you do this for me? And I got you on the back end. I'm not going to be like, put it in writing. Dog, we've been doing this shit for a while. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he got me on the back end. It's good. It's integrity, boss.
You could do stuff like that as long as you have that comfort to do it. But the thing is, you only can do it until something goes wrong. It messes up. Hopefully, nothing ever goes wrong. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I've done dealings with people that I've done dealings with for years, and then something goes wrong. Hey, they can't pay. They can't take care of this. So, it's good until it's not good in those situations. And he's probably done favors for them before, and they made promises and they were able to keep them. In this case, hey, they didn't want to keep it. So that's why you should start business the right way and always get your stuff in writing when there's money involved.
Jerry.
Okay, well, what is he gonna get in writing? Promise you'll do me a favor?
No doubt about it.
Go ahead,
First
Jerry.
rule of business: get it in writing. They're not operating a lemonade stand out there talking about, well, you took care of me. No, man, this is big business. That stuff has to be in writing. That's why they have managers, and that's why the fighters have lawyers. That's what they pay them for. To dot those I's and cross those T's. The fighters don't know about that sort of thing. It's not their field of expertise, and that's why they hire the managers and the lawyers. That's why they pay.
But their manager is the one that's telling them this. That's their Al Heyman is their manager.
Right. Well, at some point you have to also realize too, if you're being mismanaged, that fighters have been mismanaged throughout boxing. Andre Ward is a perfect example.
So that makes it right. So does that make it right though? Does that make it right?
No, it's not a right or wrong thing. What it is, it's just what the man.
No, it is a right or wrong thing.
Get it in writing.
See,
you can't sit up there.
Bro. It's a lack of integrity, bro.
Advised by Al Heyman.
It's the lack of integrity.
Let him finish. I'll let you get off, Kyle.
They also have their own independent lawyers that oversee the contract.
No, not at PBC.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. I don't know that that's not the case there. But regardless, if they do or they don't, Fred, you don't sign real estate contracts without specification in writing, do you? Do you just tell somebody on $1 million real estate deal, oh, okay, well, the last deal went good, so we're just going to forego all that? Fuck no. This is not a lemonade stand. You got to get the shit in writing, and if you're going to fight, you got to have the money. There has to be in an escrow account tagged for the fight. I remember one time when Tommy Morrison was fighting for Don King. He had a fight overseas. I'm pretty sure, and I stayed up real late to watch it. Fight never came on, and it just said was beyond their circumstances why the fight never aired. But I read in the Ring magazine a month later that it didn't air because the money wasn't guaranteed, meaning it wasn't in the an account, marked for the fight, an escrow account. And that's boxing business 101. Now with Regis, I'm not sure what's going on. I read earlier, and I heard you say, Fred, that there's some kind of just a small technicality, and he's likely going to get his money. He'd likely probably cash that check tomorrow. But just like Bivol, when he fought Canelo, he didn't get paid square away, but he got the money. This happens sometimes, large transactions like that. But typically they get the money, and sometimes they don't. And if they don't, it's because someone in their management failed them.
Well, It's clear you guys don't know the business of boxing. I mean, that's fucking clear. You know what I'm saying? That's clear that you guys don't know fucking boxing. Like the business of boxing, that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't know, man. Dude, if your promoter, your manager is saying, hey man, we need you to take this fight, bro. Man, do us this favor. All right, we got you, man. We got your back, man. We got you, man. Don't we always look out for you? All right. And if we cut you, if we don't owe you nothing in, if we cut you, you lost the fight, we cut you. Oh man, you got too many losses on your record, man. We don't even need your services no more. Cut. Then what good is the writing? Hold on, bro. Listen to what I'm saying though. What good is the writing if I cut you from the promotional company? All right, bro. I cut you from the promotional company.
Business. We don't know nothing about business, period. Never mind boxing business. Simple rule of business. Get it in writing. Anyone who's done any kind of business knows that. If you're going to go by someone patting you on the back, hey, man, we had good times. How many times do you think Don King used that line? Only to turn around and fuck a fighter entirely out of his purse. That Judah fought with Don King.
But
that means he's a piece of shit. That
He's a piece of shit, bro. Like, what you mean? Y'all making excuses.
He's actually integrity. That's a piece of shit guy. So
everybody
y'all need to say that out. So Al Heyman is a piece of shit. Like we've been saying, he's a piece of shit, bro. If Don King is hold on. If Don King is a piece of shit, so is Al Heyman, and they both from Cleveland. So they was neighbors.
Very well may be. Donald Trump's got a list of hundreds of people that think he's a total piece of shit because he fucked them in some type of business transaction. But bottom line, business 101, get it in writing. If you're a fool, and go ahead, especially on a matter of high finance, and go on a handshake or some bullshit, then if you get fucked, you got no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, Jerry, hold on. Now, historically, no, man. When you're a young fighter and all you do is box, you ain't reading maybe. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but kind of not really, because these dudes are being taken advantage of.
Yeah, but you can only be taken advantage of when you allow yourself to be taken advantage of. I understand that the fighters aren't lawyers and they don't have management like that early on in their careers. But when you get to a level where Regis Prograis is, you do. And you're well aware.
I don't think they're talking about
You're
Regis,
well aware of how corrupt boxing is, and you're well aware of the simple. We're not talking about business acumen at a high level. We're basically talking basic contracts that guarantee your money is there. This right here.
That's not even what we're talking about, Jerry. That's not even what we're talking about right now, bro. What are you talking about? That's not even
what I'm talking about is a simple thing. Get it in writing. That's why boxers have contracts. If shit was to be done on a handshake, there wouldn't be no contracts.
But Jerry, what do you get in writing when there's nothing set? There's nothing set. They're saying, hey, look out for us here. We'll get you on the next one, but they don't know what the next one is. They don't know what the next card is. They don't know what the next fight is, on the next venue, how much you're getting paid. They're just saying, we got you on the next one. So what do you get in writing? Hey, I got you on the next one. Sign it. Cool. What does that mean? How do you get in writing? There's no specifics to it.
And that's what contracts are in any business dealing. It's the language used in there. That's why oftentimes fighters and even regular business people like myself will hire a business attorney to oversee contracts, to make sure that the vernacular and the language coincide so you don't get screwed. You see what I mean? That's the whole thing. At the end of the day, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you get screwed or you sign a bad deal. Now, many fighters have done this. I mean, this happens all the time. And oftentimes what they fall for is that song and dance. Hey, look, we set you here. We put you on Mike Tyson's undercard. Don King, you know, he put Judah, for example, on a big undercard of Mike Tyson. And then at the end of the day, when he fought Floyd, I heard Zab say several times, Don King took a big chunk of his purse and then took an extra $1 million out of his purse and was able to get away with it. Again, that's why fighters have management, and that's it. You know, I mean, it's basic business, really. It's basic business, but boxing's so corrupt. And if you're not really looking out for yourself, well, these promoters know every trick in the book to get you fucked over. And if you remember that card a couple months ago that got canceled? It was an independent card, and it was who was it? It was two guys, two brothers that was supposed to fight, and Devin Haney came in the last minute, tried to save it because the promoter backed out or whatever.
Yeah. In Arizona.
When you see that interview, they interview one of the fighters, black guy, and his parents are there. And they're telling him, Devin Haney's telling him, look, you know, if you fight, I'll pay you your purse. I'll pay you a little more than what your purse was. I'll pay you right now. Yak, yak, yak. The fighter, he don't know what to do. His mom don't know what to do. But what did she do? She got on the phone and she called his management. And his management told him, absolutely not. Run from that situation. Don't walk, run. Don't fight. Don't do nothing. Don't sign shit. Don't do nothing. And they advised that young man correctly right there. And his mom was smart enough, and his dad, you know, was there. If you've seen it.
They didn't advise him correctly, bro. They did not advise him correctly. No, it was not the right thing, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about?
Did you watch the video?
How do you figure it wasn't the right thing? They did the fucking card. The promoter backed out, and he's supposed to just go down with his life.
All right, bro. All right, Jerry, you got it. You know it all. I don't know the dudes that was actually there. I don't know the dudes that was actually supposed to fight on that card. I don't know them. I don't know them. I didn't talk to them. Jerry.
So make an argument instead of throwing up the white flag, because I ain't said anything that wasn't true.
No. What I'm telling you is, I know, Jerry. I know. That's what I'm telling you.
What do you know? Screaming ain't gonna make you right. Tell me what.
I know the people that was in the. Jerry, if you would shut the fuck up, you would understand that I know the people that was that were fighting. I know one of the dudes that was fighting. Listen, bro. All right, bro.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Go ahead, bro. You got it, Jerry.
Okay,
go ahead,
good,
bro.
Good.
You got it, because you don't know
you
shit.
Got nothing to say,
You
man.
don't know shit,
If you had
Jerry.
something to say, you would have said it.
Jerry, you don't know shit, Jerry. You don't know.
Well, I know what I've seen. I know what I've seen on the video.
Tell us what we
told him not to fight, and he didn't fight.
Tell us about it, Cal. What happened? What is he missing?
He missing every goddamn thing, bro.
And what is it?
The mom was scared for her son to fight Truck. The mom didn't want the fight to happen because she was like, damn, he bigger than what we thought. Oh, damn, y'all just trying to hurt my son. That's what happened, bro. It wasn't like, oh, call the business manager. No, they called the business manager and act like they was talking, and basically was like, oh yeah, no, we ain't gonna take it. And he was gonna get way more. He was gonna get double the money that he was gonna get from the promoter, Gary. So it wasn't a good idea. They should have took the fight, Gary.
Yeah, so he didn't take the fight, Kyle. His management told him not to do it, and his parents agreed, and that was that. And that's on video, Kyle. Okay?
What I'm telling you, Jerry, is that it was dumb because he'd have made double what he was about to make with the promoter.
Well, the card didn't happen. So how dumb could it have been? The promoter backed out. So who's going to pay the television crew that's there? The car
Dude, the only people, Jerry, the only people that didn't get paid was the fighters, bro. That was it. Everybody else got paid. Listen, Jerry, everybody got paid but the fighters. So if Devin Haney is giving you double get to fight, nigga, then you fight. Everybody else already got paid.
Did the card happen?
Jerry, it was a couple of fights that happened on that card,
Right,
Jerry.
right.
So what are you talking about?
Happen.
The card happened. It was fights happened on that. Well, all right, Jerry. Okay, Jerry, you don't know shit, bro. And I'm trying to argue with a motherfucker that don't know.
You think you know shit because you go to a few fights and you think you know something. You don't know nothing more than me. The fight card
Kyle actually does know these fighters, right?
Hold on, Jerry. Mex has been to a fight with me. He's seen it firsthand. Mex, can you explain to this motherfucker who Kyle Davis is when he go to these goddamn fights, bro?
Now, I don't want to sit here and boost your ego, but I will say this: like when we go out there, fighters go out of their way. They stop mid-interview. They stop who they're talking to and come over all the way to Kyle to say hi to him. It is not the other way around. So I mean, we may not know that from the internet, which you know I've figured out going fights with him because on the internet it doesn't really look that way. It looks like Kyle just be talking, but when we out there, Kyle really knows these people like on a first name, first hand basis to the point that he doesn't even want content from them. So he's in the gyms. He's talking to these fighters. He knows them, like their family, all this other shit. Like to the point that I tell Kyle, bro, get this shit on camera. Talk to these dudes and get some. And Kyle's like, nah, like they the homies. Like they really. So he does have a little bit. He does know some shit behind the scenes that you're not gonna know from YouTube. I'd say that. But I think what I want to say is I think everybody is right on both sides. I think that yes, business wise, you should get shit in writing. But it doesn't excuse them being pieces of shit. See, I think that's what it is. Is like it seems like Jerry and Anthony that y'all coming in excusing the piece of shit moves are making. Like, no, there's no excuse for them being pieces of shit. But yes, to avoid pieces of shit, you should get your shit in writing and do it the right way. But if you never think that's coming because you have a certain level of trust with your promoter or your manager or whoever it is, and then they pull the rug out from under you, at the end of the day, you only have yourself to blame. But it doesn't give no one an excuse for doing what they did.
No, it's not an excuse. But you trust. You know who you trust? You trust your mom. You trust your wife.
I don't trust my mama.
Trust. Well, in most cases, who you don't trust is someone you're doing business with. It's a sad but unfortunate truth, especially when you're talking millions of dollars. This is how fighters get fucked all the time. You have to look out for your own best interests. I have a small business, but I deal with contracts, and I've met with attorneys to write up the contracts to protect my interests, you see? And that's business 101.
Yeah, you got to do business right with man. I'm going to tell you what my grandfather told me.
And Anthony, give your closing remarks with it, if you don't mind.
My grandfather, my grandfather, man, great dude, man. And he did a lot of business, but what he did tell me is don't loan money that you can't afford to give, and don't loan money you can't afford to give, and shit, I forgot. Man, I've been sitting here waiting to say it so long now. I forgot the other part of it.
Well, I guess he didn't say it, but we gonna. You sound like George Bush. Fool me once, fool me twice. You know the rest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if you know,
I just told you, man. Never.
If you know the industry, you know the industry, you know what I'm saying. Just look at it like this, man. If now the guy has learned. So he knows if somebody tells him that next time, even if he can't get it in writing, he needs to make sure that it's enough. Where that favor is also blessing him too. That way, if he doesn't get it, that way, if they go rogue on him like that, flip the script, he got enough and he's satisfied. You know, he's just like, hey, I'll do it, but it's gonna be this much. But it's a learning lesson, I'm sure, for him. But all right, man.
I appreciate you coming through. Thank you, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jerry. What you got?
I don't have much. I'm sorry, Kyle.
What you apologizing for?
I'm just fucking with him. Nah, I don't have much beyond that, man. But back in the 80s, I had two relatives that worked for HBO sports department at the executive level. I've met Evander Holyfield, Arturo Gatti. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. I even was personal friends with a couple of professional fighters. Back then, neither one of them work at HBO anymore. They don't have a sports department. One guy went to ESPN, the other guy's dead. They told me all kinds of stuff about boxing, and mostly what they told me about fights. Every time they told me if a fight was getting made, they were right. They got made. It didn't always get made in the time frame that they told me, but it would get made. Trinidad, De La Hoya, Vargas, De La Hoya, on and on. But one thing they taught me about was a lot about what goes on behind the scenes with putting a fight together, and it's so much more than what casual boxing fans even have the slightest clue about. It's so much involved, especially when you got high level fighters that have high finance endorsements deals, and it just gets extremely complicated. And all the language, just like a real estate contract, it's in the contract, and that's usually what prolongs the negotiations. Is the lawyers have to read the contracts to where the other lawyers are trying to use certain words and vernacular to have an advantage, and let's just say. And so that's usually what it is. A lot of times the fighters are agreed on the purses. A lot of the fundamental things are in agreement, but it's the language of the contract. And so, I would advise anybody, a lot of times young fighters early in the game, they can't afford management like that, or they don't want to pay a lawyer. But once you get a little further down the line, man, you better protect yourself, because boxing is full of sharks, especially in boxing. Just like you get on a guy there with a used car salesman. Why? Because used car salesmen have a bad reputation for doing shady shit. Well, so do these boxing promoters. And if you think a pat on the back and a come on, buddy, remember the good times? Nah, fuck that. If you roll with that and you get screwed, man, you're gonna learn a hard lesson. That's all I got.
See you tomorrow, Jerry.
Thanks, Fred. Yeah, I'm going.
All right, appreciate you. All right. Jerry be snacking when you. What's up, Mr. Henderson? What you got?
I just got I don't got nothing, man. I appreciate the platform.
Thank you, dog. We appreciate
it. Hey, dog, I say
it.
we know you didn't have nothing when you called Anthony on here. He came on here and you didn't say shit the whole fucking time, dog.
Yo, because Anthony be like, I tried to cut in because you was like, Anthony is what he is, and he just can't turn it off. And I know that. So, I just bring him in here to, get him to just show it. And everybody knows it now. So the job was done.
Anthony.
Shout out to Anthony for being lost in the sauce.
Facts.
You definitely sold some people some lemons. It's apparent. And that's it.
100%.
Well, should have got in writing.
They got in writing.
I told you it was a running car, but she got in writing.
Right. Didn't say nothing about the oil leak. It wasn't in writing.
No, he don't disclose shit. Exactly.
Later.
Hey, that's that new nigga. That's his new nickname.
Right.
Should have got it right.
Should have got it right. Hey, what's up, man? What you got?
Nah, man, I think it was a productive conversation, man. This was. A real quick question, because you would know better than me. Are NDAs? I know they're common, but are they mandatory in these negotiations?
Oh, definitely not mandatory.
So I think being that we have the power of the internet and these platforms, I think a lot more fighters should come out and really kind of negotiate publicly and say what's really going on behind the scenes, what they dealing with.
Yeah, because we know what they're making.
Exactly. We know what they're making afterwards, but we also see the power of social media, how quick the fans can turn or promote or push an agenda when it gets out there. So I think that should be something these fighters look forward to. But always great, man. You looking like fucking Miss Cleo out here, Fred, bro. I mean, you look like man, you've been saying this shit all fucking year, dude. And it took everyone to the end of the year when we did it. You said it at the beginning of the year, but it took until we're almost in December for people to go, wait, we haven't got no fights, huh? We really haven't. Like all of this fucking year. And we came into 2022 like this is gonna be the year of the big fights.
And wait till they announce all the fights and they on pay-per-view. I wonder what people gonna say.
Man, Man, hey, I'm gonna be right here rocking with you, Fred. So you know what I'm saying. You've always been good to me, big dog.
Thank you. Call me now.
I'll at y'all, man.
Hey, thank you, dog.
Hey, next time we in LA though, we linking up with or without Kyle, man.
Up to y'all. It's up to y'all. I'm here. Like I said, I'm here.
Hell yeah, I rock with you. All right, y'all.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man. So Kyle, yeah, you missed out on the first half of the I thought it was an important conversation. It was about Miss Robinson, Shanquilla, and how she was killed by black people. Her dad is black, and there's no black.
She paid for the people to go with her,
and she paid for. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too. Yeah, man, and I was listening to that heart-wrenching interview today, man. It was just tough to listen to, man, and it just confirmed in me that debauchery in the black community is cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how gangbangers are leaders. Gangbangers get YouTube channels and they become leaders in the community. Oh, hey, Kyle, you're unimportant because you're working tonight to provide for your family, a family of 6, and you take your kids to school every day, and you're creating ways to create income and revenue for your family, and you're irrelevant. You're not a leader, but this dude that's a gangbanger, he's the leader in the black community because he has 100,000 followers on Instagram. He can promote debauchery. He can promote crip walking. He can call a black woman a bitch, and we dance to it. And I don't understand it at all. Where did we go left? Kyle, you there? I'm sitting there talking to myself, man. Anyhow, man. Yeah. Kyle probably just hence he's working, right?
No, so, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
You listening to me. You ain't listening. You supposed to talk 2 minutes ago. Anyways, man, get out of here, Kyle. But yeah, man, I appreciate I appreciate y'all coming through. But yeah, man, we got to get back to the basics, man. Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable are cool. You know, that couple that's been married 40 years, we got to go to them for advice. Not these gangbangers and these pimps and these bloods and these crips and these street niggas. Oh, man. There's a lot of married people in your community who do right, who work their 9-to-5 jobs, and they do the right thing, man, and send me the application for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many good people that we can talk to, man. We got to get rid of that the college dropout theory, the high school dropout theory, the gangbanger theory, where the gangbangers go to the community like, man, don't end up like me. No. You still got demons. Nah, I don't want you infringing upon the imagination of this 15-year-old. I don't want you infringing upon. They already got to walk home every day, you know. And I think we got to change that narrative. We gotta challenge the debauchery in our community. That really bothered me today, Kyle. Because I'm not a TV guy anymore. I'm a YouTube guy, and you see all these leaders in the community, but no one's standing up. Everybody's a black leader. This pro-black shit. Because I have duality because of my movies, so I have subscriptions to like the Hotep community and pro-black community. I forget what they call it. The intelligent community. What is it called? The intellectual community. What is the black community called on YouTube? The Kyle, what is it called? The intellectual community. What is it called?
What black folks on YouTube?
Yeah, what is it called? That community called? What is it called? Shit, intellectual community.
No. So I know the men is called the Manosphere. I don't know what everything else is.
What's it called? The woke community. Is it called the woke community? What is it called? The woke community. And so I have duality between the woke community and boxing community. And they wasn't there for Shanquilla. It was a cornball man would be considered a cornball. He's married, has a beautiful daughter, and he helped me realize that this pro black community, it's the woke community. It's fake. It's not real. You know, it's just a whole bunch of hogwash, man. And when you see a dad, the father of Shanquilla, crying and breaking down in the interview, it's heart-wrenching, man. And I appreciate the conscious community. There you go. The conscious. I'm not a part of the community. No, I'm not a part of no community. I'm a part of the Hawthorne. You don't follow me. I'm a part of the Hawthorne. I'm Team Hawthorne. Fred will never join a group. Never. Not in a million years. I will aid a group. I will never join a group because I like my independent thought. I don't like, I can't talk about this leader. No. That shit's stupid. I was thinking about the Nation of Islam at that time. But yeah, man, we got to get back to where the fathers are the leaders. We won't need any leaders if y'all niggas were fathers, man. I'm telling y'all because I am. And fathers in the home, you know. And it's so important that we value that shit, man. And I don't like the fact, man. And we got to stop valuing these. We got to stop valuing these. I did a video today. It was in response to that Shanquilla. I was angry all day, y'all. I was literally angry all day. Go check it out, man. We got baby daddies with YouTube channels leading the black community. Motherfucker failed his family. How the fuck you a leader and you failed your family, dog? You know what I mean? I just think it's terrible. I think it's terrible, man. You know what I mean? We're over sexualized. We're overexposed to violence.
Yeah.
We are overexposed to violence, dog. It is just.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, we're overexposed, man.
I know we gotta have a physical copy though.
Oh, yeah, man. You gotta bring your license to the club, man.
Man.
Hey, I appreciate
it.
Yes.
I need to do at least an audition for the next movie, man. Let me get an audition, man. You know what I mean? Let me at least walk past, be an extra or something.
Yeah, next movie's gonna be real intimate. I think it's gonna be 4 actors. But it's gonna be. I'm gonna shoot it in my house too, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna save a lot of money. I don't have no date on it though, but it's coming out. Yeah, I gotta write. It's gonna take about 6 months to write. I started on it this summer, and then gotta get back to it. Get up. Oh,
it's gonna be a little love story, huh?
No, hell no. No love story. But it's about he will be married though. All my even in Checks and Balances, I showed a strong black family. They were both doctors, one clinical. You know what I mean? Met in high school, no bullshitting. You know, the girl ain't get run through in college and shit. She was with her boyfriend. They supported each other, became fiance, get married, and they had a child at the end of the film, man. You know what I mean? I do my best to portray strong black characters, you know, but I think I should have did a Belly 3 or Belly 4, paid in full 18. You know what I mean? That's what I should have did, man. You know, niggas just want to be entertained. They want to see another nigga get killed. You know what I mean? They want to see a black woman go to the car and say, "Hey, daddy," like in Dead Presidents or some shit. You know what I mean? Who is that nigga?
Yeah, they don't want to see
don't
want to see the main character throw the Skittles on him.
Nah, they don't want to see that, man. Nah, they want to see Bloods and Crips shoot each other up, man. And we got to change ourselves. Love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Black leadership in the black community is fucking horrible.